Jean-Claude Van Damme emerged as one of cinema's defining action icons, a performer whose physical mastery and screen presence shaped an entire era of film. Rising from Belgium with little more than discipline and ambition, he rebuilt himself through martial arts, ballet, and bodybuilding. His breakthrough in the late 1980s and early 1990s brought global fame as audiences were drawn to his agility, precision, and emotional intensity behind every fight scene. Yet his journey extended far beyond success. Beneath the spotlight lay personal battles, emotional scars, and struggles that tested him as deeply as any role he ever portrayed on screen. Origins. Born in Brussels, Jean-Claude Van Damme grew up in a modest household, shaped by structure and quiet discipline. His father worked as an accountant, while his mother brought creativity into the home. As a child, he was physically small and often underestimated, experiencing teasing that left a lasting emotional mark. These early experiences of insecurity became the beginning of his transformation. Instead of accepting limitation, he turned toward self-improvement and physical development. Through determination and repetition, he began building not only strength in his body, but also resilience in his mindset, laying the foundation for his future identity. Martial discipline. His early path into martial arts became the first true structure of his transformation. Training at a demanding karate school, he was introduced to discipline that allowed no shortcuts. Every movement required precision, every mistake demanded correction, and every session tested endurance. Over time, this environment reshaped his character. He learned patience under pressure and control under fatigue. The repetition of combat techniques became more than physical training. It became mental conditioning. Through years of dedication, he earned a black belt and national recognition, proving that persistence could turn vulnerability into controlled strength and focused determination. Ballet training. In a surprising and often misunderstood decision, he pursued ballet alongside martial arts. This discipline challenged him in ways combat never could. Ballet demanded balance, flexibility, and absolute control of posture, pushing his body into unfamiliar levels of strain. Each session tested endurance through silence rather than impact. Muscles trembled under precise movements, and repetition refined his coordination. Though often mocked for this choice, he later recognized its value. Ballet strengthened his awareness of movement, improved his agility, and refined his physical expression, contributing significantly to the unique style that later defined his screen presence in action cinema. Bodybuilding transformation. Bodybuilding became the stage where his physical evolution became visible to the world. Through strict training routines and disciplined nutrition, he reshaped his frame into a powerful, symmetrical form. His body became both an instrument and a statement, reflecting years of consistent effort. In competitions, he earned recognition that confirmed his transformation was complete. Yet beyond trophies and titles, the process reinforced a deeper belief in self-mastery. Every repetition in the gym reinforced discipline, and every physical gain symbolized mental endurance. This transformation would later become central to his identity in film, where physicality defined his performances. Arrival in the United States. When he arrived in the United States in the early 1980s, he carried little more than ambition and uncertainty. Without strong connections or financial stability, he faced a world that offered little immediate opportunity. Auditions were frequent, but rarely successful, and rejection became a constant companion. He lived modestly, often relying on persistence rather than comfort. Despite setbacks, he continued training daily, maintaining the discipline that had shaped him since childhood. Gradually, his persistence began to open doors. What once seemed like an impossible dream slowly began shifting toward reality through endurance and unwavering belief in his potential. Struggle and persistence. The early years of struggle tested him more than any physical discipline ever had. Rejection after rejection created a cycle of doubt, yet he refused to abandon his goal. He continued auditioning, practicing, and refining his skills while adapting to a new culture and language. Financial instability added pressure, but he remained committed to his vision. Each setback became a lesson in resilience, teaching him how to endure silence without losing direction. Even when recognition seemed distant, he maintained focus, believing that persistence would eventually transform effort into opportunity, and opportunity into lasting success within the film industry. Rise to fame. His breakthrough came when his unique combination of athletic ability and screen presence captured attention. Once cast in action roles, he quickly became known for dynamic fight sequences and signature high kicks. Audiences were drawn to his blend of strength and elegance, which set him apart from other performers of the era. His films gained international popularity, turning him into a global action star. Fame arrived rapidly, bringing admiration, attention, and demand. Yet he continued relying on physical discipline to maintain his identity, ensuring that success did not disconnect him from the training that built his foundation. Personal collapse. Behind success, his personal life began to unravel under pressure and instability. Relationships struggled under the weight of fame, and emotional distance grew difficult to manage. Public attention magnified private issues, turning personal challenges into widely discussed narratives. As time passed, separation and conflict affected his sense of balance. He faced emotional strain that contrasted sharply with his on-screen image of control and strength. These experiences revealed a different side of his journey, where achievement did not guarantee peace, and where personal fulfillment proved far more fragile than professional recognition in the entertainment world. Conclusion. Jean-Claude Van Damme's life reflects a complex balance between achievement and adversity, strength and vulnerability. His journey from a small boy in Brussels to an international action star demonstrates the power of discipline and transformation. Yet his story also reveals the cost of ambition, where personal struggles often accompany public success. Through martial arts, ballet, and relentless training, he built a legacy that reshaped action cinema. At the same time, his experiences highlight the human side of fame, where resilience is measured not only in victory, but in the ability to endure and continue moving forward despite hardship.